Namaste, Shalabais. So I want to do this top video on acceptance and true spiritual work. It's a lot of topics combined and intertwined around self-judgment and um, how to look inside and so on. So I'll do my best to stay on track. This is try number 2 or 3 now, so let's see. So an unwise person once said to me that psychological work is about strengthening the ego, self-development is about building more ego, and spiritual work is about reducing the ego. Where I would maybe say that spiritual work is more about transcending the ego rather than reducing it, meaning not caring so much about it rather than actually removing it. Because that is what you're doing in meditation, even if you're just doing a normal anapana meditation, meditating on the breath. What you're training is your ability to not give too much of a damn about what is going on in your system. So in the beginning, you will notice, okay, I'm focusing on the breath, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Oh, there's thoughts happening. So, okay, breathing in, breathing out. Oh, there's thoughts happening. And you will start to grow an ability to get a distance towards your thoughts and see, okay, I'm not my thoughts. And then you will increase that ability to also go to sensations and emotions and other states that you might identify with. So what you're doing in a meditative practice is building a distance towards your identification with the things that's going on inside you. Which also means accepting the shit that's going on inside you. And the human body and human mind is built up in the way that if I have an impulse or a thought, it's coming from the biological being, it's being produced, my superego will kick in and judge that impulse and say, is this a okay or a not okay impulse? And then it will either allow that impulse or thought to surface, or it will suppress it. And this you can notice either consciously or subconsciously. This will happen. And if you are attentive and if you've been doing your practice, you will notice more and more how this battle inside you is happening of impulses and thoughts coming up. And then there's being a judging voice saying, oh, no, you shouldn't think that, or you shouldn't feel that. And this is the superego judging your own inner world that's going on all the time. And you will find a lot of freedom and peace if you, in this meditation practice, start accepting what is going on. So you see, okay, I have impulses, and being comfortable with that. Okay, I have aggressive impulses, I have sexual impulses, I have peaceful impulses, I have loving impulses, I have all of these impulses are just the body and the mind's impulses, and that's what they are. You don't need to judge yourself or hate yourself for them. And when you start doing that work of accepting your own inner shit, of seeing, oh shit, I'm actually just a biological being just producing a shitload of thoughts and emotions and sensations all the time, and they're actually not me. When that happens, you will also start accepting other people, because you see that all the shit that they are doing is also just because that's what humans do, and either they're consciously aware of it or not. Either they have a strong superego that will suppress some of these actions, or they have not. So through doing your own meditative practice of working on accepting yourself, you will actually start accepting other people as well. And then you come to a deeper understanding of an acceptance of how things happen around you, of how things are fucked up, how we act out of wounded places, because you started to see yourself, okay, I have all these tendency that's coming up, and they're coming from insecurities or coming from hurt places or so on. And before I wasn't even aware that they were coming up because they're so subtle and they happen without me noticing it. Now that I've been meditating, I'm getting more in contact. I'm seeing more of these subtle things, and I'm seeing how they're playing out, how one impulse, emotion, sensation is leading to another one, that's leading to another one, that's causing a chain reaction and causing a response. And when you start to see that, you see like, this is how I work. I'm a shitty human. Okay. Start accepting that. You will start accepting other people for being shitty. You will start accepting your surroundings for being shitty, because just like, oh, wow, okay, I understand how they come to be in this way. It's just my conditioning. So I need to do a whole video on superego, how to deal with the superego, I see. But that's going to be a long, different one. Let's keep it at that for now. Have a good evening. Namaste.